My name's Markus, and I want to show you what's in my workshop, so let's go. One thing I'm going to check now is to check the antifreeze level of the engine coolant system. As you can see on this device, this is a scale which shows how much degrees Celsius the engine coolant is good for. And we are between 35 and 40 degrees below zero. So right now I'm checking the oil level of the engine. As you can see, it's full, so we're safe. It's got enough oil. Let's show people how to check tire pressure. So first thing you do, you remove the dust cap off the valve, then the gauge, and then you have a scale, and the tire pressure in this case should be between 2.2 and 2.3. So we're good now. Just don't forget to put the dust cap back on to keep dust and dirt away from the valve. And if you have a spare tire, you're at 3.5 to 4. You always need more pressure because that is hidden away and people always forget it. So in case of emergency, you want a minimum pressure to get to a safe spot. I am hopefully removing the spark plugs and doing a compression test. Corvettes, Mustangs, if they have headers, it's very difficult to get to the spark plugs. Taking the spark plugs out, but I'm trying to break my fingers without breaking them. The most tricky car. There's cars with no space to work. Just like this, you've got headers, so you have the first part of the exhaust, which is shaped in a way that you normally don't fit your fingers. We always joked about the cars being built wrong, and from the 70s on, because I spoke to engineers from Mercedes, and they said it's not our fault. Because, for example, if you have the Mercedes A-Class, on some models you have to actually take the engine out to replace the spark plugs. You take the spark plugs out every 70,000 kilometers. So in most cases, that's at least the second, if not the third owner who has to care about the problem, because most people don't drive the car that long when they buy them new. So we talked to one of the engineers, and I was like, well, you all should be punished by taking the engine out and replacing spark plugs at least for 4 weeks in a row and doing nothing else. He's like, it's not our fault. And in fact, it is not their fault, because they get this space. Make sure that you have an engine, a transmission, and this must fit in that space. And they do not know what's around. So they have a 3-dimensional space. Make sure engine, transmission, and whatever is required fits in this space. So they design by the space that they are limited to use. I worked at Mercedes-Benz. I was 19 at that time, and I told an engineer with several years of experience, you're stupid. Not funny, not fair. He was like, yeah, if we had worked the way you think we had worked, we would be stupid. But that's not how we did it. I have prepared the cooling system, retightened clamps, and a few bolts from a plate on the side of the engine. So the cooling system should be working again. And right now the engine's warming up, so we can do a final check and see if everything's okay. On this specific car, we use waterless coolant, which means that the corrosion factor and it's more heat resistant, and we cannot refill with water, so we have to use the same liquid. In this case, it's good up to 180 degrees before it starts to cook over, so it's the best performance for this car. Just in case somewhere it's on a rally and before someone thinks he does something positive and fills in water, because then he ruins the system. And even like here on the side, you can see that I write the date, the miles, and how much liter I put in. So that's all little things. First of all, the main reason it makes my life simple, because I know at which date, at which miles I did perform the oil change. Just check, it's 14,120 miles, 14,790. So in 2 years, he drove 400 kilometers. And for this car, that's like driving yours for 15,000. I just adjusted the temperature to which the sensor actives. I'm good.